Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Beauty by Brains. So I decided that I wanted to start doing makeup tutorials just because I see a lot of makeup tutorials out there and the people are either doing something really complicated that I can't replicate, they're using products that I can't afford, or they're not my skin tone, so a lot of the looks that they do won't really work for me. So I'm hoping to start these tutorials to kind of like for people who, aren't really that new to makeup, don't have a lot of money, and just want some nice, like, calm looks that they can use. So hopefully everything works out. So if you want to see how I did this look, which is a kind of neutral golden eye and a red lip, stay tuned. So the first thing that we're going to do is prime. This is BareMinerals Prime Time Face Primer for oily skin. And just put a little dab on your finger and just put it all around. As these videos continue, you are going to see that most of my products are BareMinerals. I like the fact that it doesn't have any chemicals or things like that because my skin does tend to get a bit sensitive when it comes to certain things. So not having any chemicals really works, and like everything really comes like bulk, so it lasts a while. While we let that dry, we are going to prime the eyelids with Prime Time Eyelid Primer by BareMinerals as well. Some people don't use eyelid primer. Some people use eyeshadow as a primer. It's really up to you, whatever you want to use. I just like using this one because it kind of gives my eyes, a nice even tone, and I use the primer because my eyeshadow tends to get creasy. It's going to crease no matter what I do, I have found, but it tends to get extra creasy when I don't use the primer because the eyeshadow has something to attach to. That's really hard to get off. So yeah, now time for concealer. So I'm actually going to use the BareMinerals concealer in Light 2. I actually use this a lot. There's actually not a lot left, so you actually can't see it the way that the camera is, but all of this is like not concealer. Sorry, that was awkward. Anyway, so I'm going to take the BareMinerals Max Coverage Concealer brush, and you just dip into it. It's a very creamy concealer. I like it a lot. I actually stopped using it for a time, and I don't really understand why I stopped using it because I love it so much. And just put that all under the eye. I have another mirror here. So that's why I'm like looking away. I kind of do the pseudo triangle thing. I found that it helps a lot to do it, and you just put that all over your eye. Just have fun, as much concealer as you want to use. Now I find when I use these concealers, it actually doesn't give me as much coverage as I want, and I still end up looking dark under the eyes and everything. So I was looking into how to fix that, and someone was mentioning color correcting. It's like, I think it's this new thing, Sephora has been promoting it and stuff, so I'm probably gonna start looking into that to help make this situation better. I'm also going to take the BareSkin. They have their own kind of liquid concealer, and this is in medium gold. And I have a couple of problem areas around my face. I'm just going to do a little dip into these. These, as you probably tell, these concealers are not my actual skin tone. It's actually lighter than my skin tone, and I do that simply because when I put the foundation on, I feel like it covers it better. I do sometimes put this under my eye. We'll see how the video goes and how much coverage, if I need to add more of it under my eye. I don't really like it as an under eye concealer though, just because it's just not that great. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad concealer, it's just not that great at concealing my blemishes, especially like under eye things. But like this kind of stuff, it's fine. But for the under the eye, or like I look like I have bruised, it's not a good look. Okay, now it's time for foundation. So I'm going to be using the BareMinerals BareSkin Liquid Foundation, and this is in Bare Caramel. I've kind of gone through the full spectrum of foundations with BareMinerals. I started out with their powder, and now I moved on to their liquid and everything. I really do like them. I like the coverage that they give, but it's like light and it's not too much, so I like it a lot. I'm going to be using the BareMinerals, put this over, perfecting base brush. And this brush actually has a little well in it to use for liquid foundation. And just put a few drops in. Just start dotting it all over your face. I like the brush a lot because like I hate the idea of like using sponges and wedges and stuff like that, but I think I'm actually going to bite the bullet and look into getting a beauty blender. I've been seeing a lot of people use them, and like they like rave about the coverage that it gives and how well everything blends, and you know, I think I want to get in on that. I think that's something that I would enjoy. So I'm still looking into it. We'll see how it goes. But for now, we have this brush. I'm actually going to add it more just because, you know, coverage. Especially on my eye area. So as you can see now, like you can still see all my bags and everything in there. So we're actually going to add more concealer. My biggest thing, the thing that I do no matter what I do, is I like layer on concealer, because you gotta conceal these eye bags. Can't be letting people think that I don't sleep. I mean, I don't, but you can't let them know that. So we are now going to use the BareMinerals BareSkin Tan concealer. Now, like I said, I don't really like these concealers, but I already bought them. I already paid money for them, so might as well use them, right? So I'm not going to do the whole triangle thing for this just because it's not, I'm just really focusing on the under eye. And I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of blend it in as much as possible. Cover up these up. It's problem areas. Okay, so as you can see, like everything else, like it kind of covered, but okay, that's a little better. It's still pretty visible, but a little better. I'm just gonna take the brush and blend the edges, because like I really hate when people walk out and it's like really apparent that they're wearing concealer. Like I know that we and like everyone else in the world knows that you're wearing like 10 volumes of makeup, but it's just like really obvious when they're like under eye. It's just like significantly lighter than their rest of the face because they're wearing foundation. Like I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose. Like I get it now, it doesn't look purple, but how it looks white, and just it's weird to me. Okay, so with that done, we are now going to add a kind of translucent finishing powder just to, you know, not make it look so caked on. So this is the original Mineral Veil by BareMinerals. This is actually their holiday set, so it's huge, and I'm super excited. This will probably last me like the rest of my life. Other thing I like about BareMinerals, their portions are really big. Their products last a long time. So, you know, if you're going to pay $20 for mineral veil, might as well make it last, right? So, I'm just going to put this all over my face. Just every little nook and cranny I can reach. Yay. Also, if you were wondering, this is the BareMinerals, flips over, Flawless Face Brush. And it's just really great for this, like, translucent powder. That's done. Put this away. Now, main event, the eyes. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm doing a sort of neutral, kind of gold like eye. I say kind of like nude because like I guess some people would consider this nude, but I consider it more gold. So we'll see. So I will be using the BareMinerals Overachiever palette. This has two really cute shades. If I could get this stupid thing open. There we go. It has two really cute shades. This is Schmooze and Get Ahead. See, get like Overachiever, that's their thing, whatever. Anyway, so to use this, we are going to be using the Blend and Contour brush from BareMinerals. As you see, it's like this cute little thingy like that, and then this hard brush over here. But before we do that, we are actually going to prime the eyes even more with the 5-in-1 BB cream from BareMinerals. This is in Soft Linen. And as I put it over my eyes, and as like I put the eyeshadow on, you'll kind of see why I'm doing it this way. So just open it up. It has a little applicator right here, and we are going to do eyelid, crease, eye bone, brow bone, whatever it's called. Eyelid, crease, brow bone, and just a little just dab. And now I'm going to use the Essence of Beauty's conceal brush. This is actually just like a drugstore brush that I got. As you will find as you watch my videos and as you like, you know, follow along with my tips and tricks and stuff, that most of my tools are, you know, things that come in kits or drugstore stuff. I don't like spending a lot of money on tools if I don't have to, because brushes are like a lot of money for just, you know, something that's only gonna last like a year or so if you're lucky. So might as well. And it's been like, you know, $5, and I just gave it a kit. It had a travel case. It's great. Yeah, so you're really just blending this all over your face. For my darker fellows, this should work. I actually have a darker friend. I could probably try this on. This should work. If not, BareMinerals does have a darker BB cream. The only reason I'm using this one is because it goes along with the actual eyeshadow. I'm not using it because it goes along with my skin tone, if that makes sense. So try it out, see how you feel, like go in the store, play with it. And if you want to do something darker because you don't want to look like you have like white eyeshadow on, by all means, switch it up. So now we were actually going to be using this eyeshadow that I closed like an idiot, so now I need to open it back up again. There we go. So first we are actually going to use this Schmooze color right here, and I'm taking the like fluffy side of the brush and just dip in, and you want to put it all over your eyelid. You can pack it on as much as you want. This is actually pretty pigmented, so you don't need a lot. But hey, if you're the kind of person that likes to, you know, people from the moon be able to see your eyeshadow, please do not let my light hand discourage you. I'm also hoping with this video series to have looks that you can wear to a sort of professional job. The other problem that I've seen in a lot of videos is that they like are really focused on looks and not on like what you can actually wear in society. So this is definitely something that you can wear to work, wear to a job interview, whatever you want, and still be like kind of cute. So now we're going to get ahead, and you're taking that hard part of the brush and just really get into there. And what I'm doing is that I'm going like 75% into my crease, and then I'm going to come down a bit. So it's like in the crease, and not like the full crease, and you come down onto your lid, if that makes sense. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this might be more like 80% of my crease, but you're not going fully over. And then you can actually add a little bit more on the edge to give that sort of smoky effect. And the same thing for the other eye. 80% in. And you can't see what I'm doing because my hand's in the way. I apologize for that. I'll fix it in a minute. Some people can just like close their eyes and do their eye makeup. Other people use like beauty blenders and stuff. I have neither of those talents, so my hands will be all in my face when I'm putting on my eyeshadow because I don't know how to do it any other way. Okay, so clean that off, and I'm actually gonna just, with like no extra product, just kind of touch up these edges. Now I'm not gonna use my finger because it's gonna get in the way. So touch up these edges a bit. You don't want it to look like two separate colors. You kind of just want to blend it in a little bit. There we go. Now for the lashes. I actually don't use fake lashes or anything on myself just because I think my lashes are nice enough without it. So we are just going to use mascara today. So this is Maybelline's Real Impact Mascara in Very Black. I live by Maybelline. If you're going to do anything with your lashes, you should be using Maybelline. It doesn't really matter which one you use, Real Impact, the regular green and pink bottle, the pink and pink bottle, whatever you want to use. I really don't know the difference of them. I think they have like different brushes and stuff, but I like using Very Black. They have other colors like purple, blue, brown, but I'm just going to stick with the Very Black. So then, I know other people do their mascara a bit differently, or make their lashes more pointed or clumped or anything like that. I just throw it on and see what happens. So now onto lips. As always, I'm going to prime my lips with chapstick because chapstick is the best. And this is the original. You can use cherry, blueberry, whatever you want to use. Just make sure that you're putting some type of moisturizer on your lips. I'm actually going to do a very bold red since this is a very neutral eye. And I'm going in with the Kat Von D lip stain in Outlaw. Now, me and my friends, as like a joke, call this whore red. And after I put this on, you will see why. One thing I will say, be careful about lip stains because they do actually stain and they get everywhere, especially this one. And that is it. We now have our neutral kind of golden eye with a very red lip. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you come back again, and hopefully I'll have some new styles, new things. If there's anything else you'd like to see, any corrections you'd like to make, or any tips for me, please leave the comments below, and thank you for watching. Bye.